Good morning. Welcome to Joy of Every Longing Heart, Day 10. This is the second day of the second week, going through the devotional together. But as a reminder, the devotional is not necessarily the sum total of what I'm covering. This is really thoughts of my own that have been sparked by the devotional. It's not supplemental because a lot of people won't have the devotional, Joy of Every Longing Heart. It's a good book, good study, good reminders. Today's key thought is comfort my people. And the thing that stood out to me is there's a lot of anger in this world today, and I don't think anyone here would dispute that. You don't have to look very far in any news cycle to see some kind of expression of anger, usually a violent expression of anger, but even the nonviolent expressions. There's a lot of anger in this world. And one of the places that surprises me most to find anger is in the church, honestly, and among God's people, because anger is, from what I understand, a reaction to fear that we're experiencing. It can be passive or it can be aggressive, but fear is not the way of the believer. Fear is not the life that a Christian, a follower of Christ, a disciple of Christ should be following. When I say Christian, I don't mean an adherent of the religion called Christianity. I'm thinking of it as a term, as a disciple of Christ, someone who's following the way, if you will. That's probably a different understanding than most of the people in the world might use it, but for our purposes here, that's how I'm using it. And in my experience, there's a lot of fear in this world, and that shouldn't be. I know it's hard to not live in fear. We're human. So much change. There's so much volatility in the world, but especially in the church, there shouldn't be fear. Jesus came to comfort us, to bring us peace. Not peace in the way the world thinks of peace, but peace, eternal peace, lasting peace, real peace, peace with Him. And because we're at peace with Him, we should be, so far as it's within our power, be at peace with all men. So I want you to think about today, as a believer, as a follower of Christ, where do you see fear in your existence? Do you see fear? I mean, are you living in fear? Are you afraid of something? Do you have fear of something? And how has that been lived out? Are you reacting negatively, in anger toward fellow believers even? And if you have, then I think this is a great season to make that right. I think this is the perfect time of year to let bygones be bygones, to settle it. Because I need to tell you something. If God brings it to your attention that you're not at peace with someone, that you're afraid, and because of your fear, you've reacted negatively to someone and a relationship has been strained or damaged, if God's brought that to your attention, it's incumbent upon you. It's your responsibility to make it right. Even if you weren't the person who initiated it, it doesn't matter. If God brought it to your attention, it's your job to make it right. So let's try to be aware of where you might be afraid. How are you living in fear? And begin to remind yourself that we're not to be a people of fear. We have everything given to us. We've been given access to eternal life through Jesus Christ, and we really don't have anything to be afraid of if we're right with God. Easier said than done. I know that. I'm not trying to sound trite. I didn't say it was easy, but it's meaningful, and it's true. And so I hope that you have a blessed day as you begin to examine where you might be living in fear and how you can give that over to God and get rid of the fear, because He will comfort you. And I hope you have a blessed day. If this video was helpful, like it, subscribe, share it with a friend so that you don't miss the next one. We are going through this for a couple of weeks, and I hope you have a blessed day. We'll see you back here for day 11 tomorrow.